Hey yo, what's up everybody? Thank you for joining me here at FinTV123. I really do appreciate that. I do want to remind you, don't forget that if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime. Don't forget that if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime. And if you have Twitch Prime, you have one free sub to give to one amazing Twitch streamer, and that's me. Give me that free sub that you got from Twitch Prime because you have Amazon Prime. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining me here at FinTV123. We are flipping the channel on. I just want to cover a couple stories today. One about the Steam Machine and one about Megabonk withdrawing itself from the Game Awards. Let's get right to it, you guys. So this is coming from GameSpot by Alessandro Barbosa. Valve is taking another shot at the living room PC, and here's what we know about it so far. More than 12 years ago, Steam creator Valve attempted to usurp Microsoft's hold on PC gaming by introducing the first Steam machine. The reliance on Linux and a loose hold on OEM hardware specifications ultimately led to its failure. But Valve is finally in a position to give it a better shot. The new Steam Machine is a compact, powerful PC designed for desks, living room, and more, leveraging all of the lessons Valve has learned with its hugely successful Steam Deck. The Steam Machine will be released in Q1 2026. This means you can expect the Steam Machine to go on sale no later than March 31st of 2026 unless Valve runs into any unforeseen delays. The Steam Machine is a PC and not strictly a console in the traditional sense, which might mean it will be priced higher than expected. That's backed up by statements made by Valve hardware engineer Yazan Aldiat, who tempered expectations by reaffirming that the Steam Machine is competing with other similarly powered PCs on the market. Analysts have predicted a price between $400 to $500, saying that the lower end of the range would be the sweet spot that would put pressure on the likes of Sony, PS5, and Microsoft's Xbox Series X. I really do agree with that. I think that if it's priced around 400, 450, 500 at the most, that's going to make Xbox and PlayStation sweat for sure. The small form factor the small form factor PC will be sold with two storage options to two The small form factor PC will be sold with two storage options to choose from, namely 256 gigabyte and 2 terabyte, while also offering an easy wall to install new, larger SSDs in the future. Outside of the storage, each Steam machine will be identical. It's equipped with a capable AMD Zen CPU featuring 6 cores and 12 threads with a maximum boost clock speed of 4.8 gigahertz. That's paired with 16 gigabytes of DDR5 memory via SODIMM modules, which Valve also says will be accessible for upgrades down the line. Unlike modern consoles, the Steam Machine isn't going with an APU approach, instead settling on a dedicated GPU that is soldered onto the same board as a CPU. This is a AMD RDNA 3 GPU with 28 compute units and 8 gigabytes of GDDR5 memory, with many noting that it closely matches the specifications of the AMD RX 7600 from a few years ago. Like the Steam Deck, the Steam Machine will run Valve's impressive Steam OS, a heavily modified version of Linux Arch which turns the operating system into an easy-to-use version of Steam Big Picture mode. While primarily configured to use with Steam, Steam OS still lets users boot into a Steam OS still lets users boot into a desktop version of Linux, letting you configure other storefronts like the Epic Game Store, GOG, and others, as well as install anything from emulators to word processors. It is a PC after all. This combination puts the Steam Machine in the same realm as current gen consoles, with Digital Foundry's Richard Ledbetter stating that it's likely it likely sits somewhere between the Xbox Series S and PlayStation 5. While the CPU seems perfectly capable and modern While the CPU seems perfectly capable for modern gaming demands, there is some concern with the GPU, specifically with its current memory allocation. Many modern games have had some trouble running well on GPUs with 8 gigabytes of VRAM or less, with even the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 offering more bandwidth for game developers. This limits the Steam Machine when it comes to storing textures and memory, which can become an issue the closer you try and push this towards 4K 60 frames per second gaming that Valve says its PC is capable of. Well, this all sounds awesome. To me, this sounds all really good. If the price point is between 400 and 500, I may consider purchasing it. Any more than $500, I think you should start considering PCs or gaming laptops at that similar price point, or consoles with similar power. I have a gaming laptop, a Series X and a S, and a Nintendo Switch 2, and a couple older consoles laying around. So I'm really not in the market for another console / living room PC. But if it's at the right price, the Steam Machine is absolutely on my radar. Moving on to story number 2, you guys. And also the last story. Oops. This is coming from GameSpot by Eddie McCouch. Megabonk just withdrew itself from the Game Awards. The developer said it's an honor to be nominated, but they are choosing to withdraw. One of the Game Award nominees, the PC smash hit Megabonk, is not going to be part of the awards show after receiving a nomination this week for Best Debut Indie Game. The game's developer said on social media that they are withdrawing from the Game Awards because Megabonk is not actually his first game. Quote, "It's an honor and a dream for Megabonk to be nominated for the Game Awards, but unfortunately, I don't think it qualifies for the category Debut Indie Game. I've made games in the past under different studio names, so Megabonk is not my debut game," the developer said. They added, "I really appreciate the nomination, support, and votes, but it doesn't feel right in this category. You should vote for another one of the amazing debut titles. They are all amazing games. Thanks again." The other debut indie game of the year nominees are Blueprints, Expedition 33, Despelote, and Dispatch. I personally am rooting for Blueprints. I think Blueprints was absolutely just a really smart, innovative, creative, just such a cool game. I didn't even finish it, but I really like it. So I'm not sure if this whole, whatever this is actual integrity, or a publicity stunt, because as some people are stating, the award is actually for indie studio debut, not indie developer debut. On the website, the actual website, it says this is for the best debut indie game, for the best debut game created by a new independent studio. So I lean toward this being a publicity stunt. I lean toward this being a publicity stunt because he created a new studio to make this game, which absolutely qualifies for this game being a nominee. It's all just weird. Whether it's real integrity or a publicity stunt, I don't know. It's all weird. I like Blueprints better anyway. And I'm not even a fan of this game. Not to throw shade at this game at all, because a lot of people love it. It's really popular on Twitch all the time. It looks all right, but I'm not a fan of it. I don't like the meme kind of culture to it. It does nothing for me at all. I'd rather play Vampire Survivors or Ball Pit. That's just me. But anyway, that's all I got for you today. That's all I got for you for today. I'd like to thank you again for joining me here at Finn TV for just a couple news stories. I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget that if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime. Slow down. Awesome. Thanks for joining me here at Finn TV 123. I appreciate that. I'll see you guys next time.